Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for
Paul, I am glad that you made it. I barely did. Hi, Naybell. Oh, good, the chat's working. That's one thing in my life today that has gone right. Everything else has gone wrong. That's right, every single fucking thing. Anyways, hi, Darth J. Hi, Casey Carey. Hi, Bill. Cover Baby Bell's ears. Sorry. Anyways, I hope everybody is having a better day than I am. I almost guarantee you are. I would lay money on it. I really would. Even my hair looks like shit, which is great. So, let's continue. Hi, Ed. On with our day. Let's do it, shall we? I'm fucking plussed. I feel like it does, Adam. But I appreciate the sentiment from you. Ed, you're so sweet. You guys are too sweet to me. I can't get the green screen right. I have whatever the fuck this is in the shot. Oh, and I'm beginning to remind myself of my mother. Okay! We need to just hit play on something so that we can stop. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. The fan's on. I'm not turning it off. That's just the way that is. Here we go. Judge Baker says the warning twice to me today. 2 times.
We are live on the record in cause number 25 FD 0853. This is an original petition in suit affecting the parent-child relationship. This was filed by the Attorney General's Office April 20.
There's somebody who makes me smile. Hi, MB. Hi, MB. Also, she's wearing this hat in court. I mean, things are looking up already, right? And 22 months. I love you, my friend. All right. One of my superpowers is being able to... You're so sweet. I do not feel gorgeous. But one of my superpowers is to be able to do things regardless. And I'm ready. I'm ready.
2nd of 2025. All parties are present on Zoom today. This is a remote proceeding, and I am sitting outside of Galveston County pursuant to the Texas Family Code, section 201.1045. And I find that nobody has filed any objections to proceeding this way. Mr. Franklin, can you state your name for the record, please?
Raytonio Estrada Franklin.
Okay, I think, and Ms. Martin, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Renee Campbell Martin.
Okay.
Hey,
And can you both please raise your right hands to be sworn in? Do you each solemnly swear that any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and ma'am, it looks like you have some medical equipment on. Are you okay to proceed today?
Yes, ma'am. They're just my reports.
Okay, but you're comfortable and
Yes,
not
ma'am.
on drugs or anything, like you're fully able to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can lower your hand. And counsel for the Attorney General's office, please state your name.
Garabet Decomation.
And, okay, before we begin, a few housekeeping items. The first is
I guess we have to go through a few housekeeping items. I guess I feel pretty bad because I'm over here complaining, but Brittany is up there with fucking ports on her chest like a goddamn robot. Also, can I object to doing this video? Oh, as close as I've ever come to not doing a video today.
I'm an associate judge, and you do have the right to a de novo hearing before the referring court regarding things I rule on. Also, please note, nobody should be recording this. There should be no video recording, audio recording, photographing, or broadcasting of this or any court proceeding. And that applies to anyone who is here on Zoom or anyone watching on YouTube. Mr. Franklin, did we lose you?
No, ma'am. I have a hard time hearing. I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you able to raise the volume by any chance?
It's all the way up. My
Okay.
phone isn't all that good, and plus I lost 80% of my right ear,
Okay.
so I have a hard time hearing.
Okay.
What? Also, Courtney, I'm going like this to the judge, not you. I'm gonna do it again when she reiterates about not recording. I hear you, judge. Until you call me out by name, I'll keep doing it. Also, I don't think it's chemo, though. I don't know, though, but I don't know. Also, his name is Rectonio. Rectonio and Brittany sound like inappropriate interpretations of those names.
Are you able to hear, or do we need to schedule this live where we can get
No,
you?
ma'am. No, ma'am.
interpreter?
I can hear.
Okay, so you don't need an interpreter to help with either sign language or
Oh, no, ma'am.
cartography or something?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so again, nobody should be recording this, whether you are here or watching on YouTube. Also, even though you're in your homes, we are in court, so please treat it that way. Please act as if you're in a courtroom. That includes using civil tones with one another. We generally take testimony, so one of you will be asked questions at a time. If you're not the person being asked questions, please don't interrupt or answer for the other person. Just wait till it's your turn. You'll both be given a chance to speak and be asked questions as well. The speaking will be at the end. So feel free to take notes if you think that will help you. Also, please know I'm not with the Attorney General's office. And so anything you've spoken to them about or given to them, that does not get to me, and ethically, they're not allowed to talk to me about all that. So be aware you're going to be asked questions that you've already discussed today in the back with them, but that's how I get information. Right now, all I know about your case is there's pleading on file. And so you may proceed, Mr. Dehmasian.
Thank you,
Are there any
Judge.
agreements?
Yes, actually, there's substantial agreements that I'm going to read into the record, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, the parties agree that the conservatorship be joint managing conservatorship, where Ms. Martin is going to be the primary, and the geo is going to be geographic Galveston and contiguous counties. That
You're coming in very low, Mr. Dehmasian, and Mr. Franklin has trouble hearing, so
I'll try to talk loud.
okay, that's better.
So it's I'll repeat, Judge. Conservatorship is going to be joint managing conservatorship, and Miss Martin's going to be primary, and the geographic is going to be Galveston and contiguous counties. For possession access, it's going to be the standard possession order. Parties agreed on standard possession order. For health and dental, Miss Martin is going to continue to maintain government health plan, and Mr. Franklin's going to pay $120 a month, which will start October 1st. For the it is agreed for the child support, it's going to be $576 a month, which will start October 1st. And that's based
Yes,
on,
please.
to give him credit for the $120 a month that he's paying as cash medical for 2 children in this case, 0 kids outside this case, 25%.
Also,
his
okay,
gross
just a brief
inc-
programming note. I'm gonna put up a poll. I just feel like it. About how I should get my nails done on Friday. I'm getting my nails done for my trip. Thanks to MB, by the way. I'm very excited, and I can't decide how I should get my nails done. Why don't you put your suggestions in the chat, and then I'll think about what to put in the poll. But originally, I actually had a date planned on Friday night. I know. What? A date? A real date. That's right. But canceled. So, I'm yours. We're gonna have a Friday night blowout before I go away. You know I don't fucking care about being prepared before I do things. So, plan for Friday night here, baby. And you'll see my fresh nails. I'm getting them done on Friday morning. I know. Who canceled with me? I know. I know. I know. I might want to just. Well, I'm just saying. I bought those 2 red shirts for my trip. Maybe I should do some red on the nails. I don't know.
Is $22,424.89, which is non-taxed VA benefits. The parties have agreed to app close, to using app close. The parties have agreed that Miss Martin is going to have a non-disclosure, and the pickup and drop off of the children are going to be at Miss Martin's mom's home. And currently that they're using that address to pick up and drop off the children anyways. And that address is 3404.
We're on YouTube. So.
Yes,
yeah.
Judge. So it's going to be.
I
at
was
the,
already blocking it.
Miss Martin's mom's house.
Okay.
Parties agreed that the court cost is going to be as billed and then pay by September 24th, 2026. And that's the extent of the agreement, Judge. The only issue is the retro start date. And I call Miss Martin first. Miss Brittany Campbell Martin, can you state your name for the record, ma'am?
Brittany Campbell Martin.
And Miss Martin, did you hear and understand the agreement I just read into the record?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And are you in agreement as to those agreements?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes,
Yes.
ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Are you making this agreement voluntarily, ma'am?
Yes.
And no one's promised you or forced you to take this agreement, right?
No.
Okay. I call Mr. Retanio Estrada Franklin next, Judge.
Okay.
Mr. Franklin, can you state your name for the record?
Antonio Estrada Franklin.
Mr. Franklin, did you hear and understand the agreements that I read into the record?
Yes, sir.
And are you in agreement as to those provisions to be in the final order?
Yes, sir, except for
what? Also, oh. Shit. I just said, I thought, you know what? I'll get AI to create me these images. And okay, I'll ask it to do that. How about white and orange like candy corn nails? Let's see what it does. I also asked it to do something. Spoiler alert, it was wrong. I don't know what the fuck it cannot figure out about hands, but this is like kryptonite. Also, you guys are making me feel better.
The start date.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Are you making this agreement voluntarily, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And no one's promised you or forced you into this agreement?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, now you've seen,
That might
before
be the
this
best
hearing
AI
started,
hand
you've
I've ever
seen
seen.
the, retro, calc sheet, States Exhibit 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And, Judge, at this time, I offer States Exhibit 1, the state's, retro calc sheet.
Does anyone have any objection to me admitting States Exhibit 1?
No.
No, ma'am.
States Exhibit 1 is admitted. Thank you both.
Me.
Now, Mr. Franklin, on this States Exhibit 1, the start date says November 1, 2021, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it ends today, September 24, 2025, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you, as far as the calculation, you're not objecting to that, right?
No, the calculations itself, no, sir.
Okay. So your issue is basically when it started.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when do you believe the move out date was, that we all stopped living under the same household?
Between the dates of May 20th, 2022 and August 13th of 2022. It's somewhere in between there. Not really sure pinpoint exact date, but
Okay, so you're saying that you actually moved out from under the same household as her somewhere between May 20 of 2022 and August 13, 2022?
yes, sir.
But you can't tell me the exact
No,
month?
sir.
Okay, but you're sure that sometime in that range, that's when you moved out?
Yes, sir.
And you believe that that's when the retro should start, somewhere in that range?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now where were y'all living during that time?
Her mother's house.
Okay. And was she living there too?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
French tip is what I would normally go for. Squoval.
Judge, pass the witness.
Yeah,
Okay,
squoval.
you may call your next witness.
State recalls, Ms. Martin.
But I was trying to do
Miss
one
Martin,
accent nail red.
Before we get into the time of the move out date, I just want to make sure you are also in agreement in giving Mr. Franklin credit of $7,105.43, which is in the State's Exhibit 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to ask that earlier. All right, ma'am, when do you believe the move out date was?
It was in October of 2021.
Okay. And the start date in the retro sheet starts November 1st, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of 2021.
I'm going to get these
Mhm.
nails done.
Okay. Is that a
You can't
yes?
say, "Mhm."
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can't say
Um,
mm-hmm.
Now, you've heard testimony from Mr. Franklin that the actual move out date, according to him, was between May 20, 2022 to somewhere between May 2022 to August 13, 2022. What do you say to that?
My daughter has wild
False,
nails.
because-
Shut up for a minute. My daughter has wild nails all the time. Always like jewels, and I love it because I was never allowed to do things like that. And I buy her that all the time. I just let her go ham on Temu, and then I do an order every freaking month for her, all her nails that she wants to put on. And I love it. I love it. I think it's impractical as fuck, and the best time of your life to do it is when you're 16. I am so jealous a little bit. But I'm going to a very important work event where I need to look polished, put together, and not over the top. So my lean is towards either a solid color of red, oval shape but short to my nails, short to my hands. I have tiny hands. You'll love that for your cock, by the way. I'm still inappropriate. I need to get all this out now. But, or I could do the French tip. I have 2 days to decide. Cheese tones, I was thinking that, honestly. I was actually thinking about doing a specific cheese separate. It's oh, I love you guys so much because you accept me for who I am. Let's continue.
I had my son in May 20th of 2022. I was still in the hospital. And after I got out the hospital, I went to my mom's and it was just me and the kids there. He didn't stay with us. He slept over there once or twice and then he left.
Okay, so he did stay there a few times, according to you, right?
He spent the night, but he didn't live with us. No.
Okay. Okay. Now, ma'am, you were also asking for a non-disclosure, and that's by agreement. Do you have safety concerns, ma'am?
When it comes to me, yes.
And then, is that why you're asking for that your address not be in this order?
Yes.
I have a question for you. If I'm ruling on this, I'm gonna need more details, and if it's an agreement, I probably don't. But doing this like foot in the door, but not really giving me anything is not, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information.
Okay.
Makes sense, Mr. Damation? So I'm not sure why, if it's an agreement, like I don't know. Anyway,
It's an agreement, Judge, so I'm not gonna go there.
okay. And you realize it's gonna say that this could cause harassment, like all those words, like the parties are aware of that, Mr. Damation? That they understand what
Yes.
they're agreeing to? Okay.
Yes. Judge, the state recalls Mr. Franklin.
Okay.
Mr. Franklin, you understand that you agreed to that Ms. Martin have a non-disclosure, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, in the order, it's going to state that the reason for the non-disclosure is because of past harassment and because she feels unsafe, and those are the reasons why she's going to get a non-disclosure. Are you still in agreement as to that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pass the witness, Judge.
Do you have any other witnesses?
No, I believe that's it, Judge.
Okay, the state does not represent either of you, so I'm going to give you both a chance in case there's anything additional that you think I need to hear. Mr. Franklin, is there anything additional you think I need to hear
No,
after
Your
hearing the
Honor.
testimony?
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, ma'am. I'm sorry.
There's nothing you'd like to add?
No, ma'am.
So you believe?
So you believe, Adam, that I should do my nails blue? That's actually an interesting idea. I've never done it before. I did want to say my nails have always been really, like, first of all, tiny, but like didn't grow very well. But recently, because I've been working on my protein intake and have inserted so many fake sugars. And you know I've been working on my food dye intake as well, really ramping that up. I found my nails to be growing 1,000% better. So, just pointing that out. But blue is a good idea. I honestly think, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm leaning towards French. Sound a little bit drunk. I'm leaning towards French tip nails. Because they look good all the time. They look like you know what you're doing. You can point at shit and it's hot. It's just, I feel very confident about it. It's my go-to. It's me. if you meet me on vacation in a place where I am traveling to, my nails have been French tip. But one nail, we get one little nail, and we can do a little accent nail. I could do like a full bold red nail. I could do sparkly red. I could do a fall color, you know? But it's easy to hide that finger and point with the others if you need to. I'm going to my nail guy, by the way. He's a Vietnamese man. Love him.
That you moved back in with her after Braylon was born?
Yes, ma'am. Because I remember sleeping on the floor for quite a while.
Okay, that's terrible. By the way, MB, I maxed out my I've got $75 left on my dental for this year, so no, we're not doing anything
Ms.
other
Campbell
than
Morton, is there anything
smiling.
else you'd like to say?
Yes, I wanted to clarify why I wanted the disclosure because the very last time that we were together, we were supposed to be moving up there in Cleburne with his biological mom so that we can be closer to his biological family. And while I was pregnant with my second son, he started being aggressive with me again. So I had to call the cops. And after that day, I swore I wouldn't go back to him because when he gets angry, he tends to lash out at me sometimes. And since my car accident, I don't have time to deal with it. So that's why I'd rather not have him know where I stay, even though he knows now where I stay. But like if I were to move again, I wouldn't want him to know because I don't want to be bothered all the time by him.
Oh, Bill, you can bother me any day. Honestly, Bill, in like at Christmas or maybe in the New Year, you'll have to make me a new mirror picture of me when I look skinny again. I really love the picture though that I always use that mirror to do my makeup. And thank you so much for helping me finance my rhinestone in my front tooth. I would fucking do that. A hundy pee. Yeah. Let's just say this. If I get my tits done, we're getting a fucking rhinestone in the tooth as well. I'll do both. I promise. Thank you, Bill. You guys have made me feel so much better.
Like we're good for right now, but I don't know how long it'll last. And as far as him living with me,
Story of my life.
my mom is here. She's not in the room with me, but she's here and she'll vouch that he did not live with us in 2022. He came sometimes and slept, and he didn't
He
always
came
stay when he
sometimes
slept
and
there.
slept. Sometimes he just came, sometimes he just slept, but he came sometimes and he slept. Ah! A diamond crusted grill. Listen, look at my teeth. I have good teeth. I'm thankful for them. First of all, thank you, MB. But the dentist had the audacity to say to me, like, well, maybe we could get you an Invisalign. I'm like, bro, you looking at that insurance? Like, oh, no. Let's talk diamonds. That's what I'm going to talk to him about next. Oh my God, yes. I love it. I'm going to be like, actually, I'm going to get a quote. I'm going to get a quote. That's the only type of body, I don't know, enhancement that I've ever fucking pondered. Other than piercings. You know, I love those too. Oh, hello, car going very loudly by. Alright, let's watch this. Also, now I'm in a good enough mood. We're gonna watch something else. Oh, I might need to get it on the other. I didn't even put it on the the hard drive, so you'll have to bear with me while I put it on.
He was living with his grandmother.
Do you have anything further, Mr. Damajan?
No, Judge.
Okay. Rendering now. And I'm going to approve the parties' agreements, and I'm ordering that Ms. Campbell Martin and Mr. Franklin will be joint managing conservators, with Ms. Campbell Martin having the right to determine the primary residence of the children within Galveston or any county that touches Galveston. I'm ordering that Mr. Franklin will have visitation pursuant to the standard possession order with the pickup and drop-offs of
Love
the
you,
children
Adam.
at Ms. Campbell Martin's mother's house. I'm ordering that Ms. Campbell Martin continue with the government or medical assistance program, and Mr. Franklin is ordered to pay Ms. Campbell Martin cash medical support of $120 per month, beginning October 1st, 2025, and monthly thereafter. I'm ordering that Mr. Franklin is ordered to pay Ms. Campbell Martin current child support of $576 per month, beginning October 1st, 2025, and monthly thereafter, with a step down to 20% of net resources when there's only one child before the court. I'm ordering that the parties communicate through app close based on the parties' agreements. I'm ordering a non-disclosure for Ms. Campbell Martin. I'm ordering that Mr. Franklin pay court costs to Galveston County by September 24th of 2026. And I'm ordering a back child support judgment against Mr. Franklin in the amount of $14,000 as of today, September 24th, 2026. That is a judgment. It is all due and owing, but I'm ordering that he pay that back at a rate of $100 per month, beginning October 1st of 2025. There will be step-ups as your child support goes down. As each child emancipates, sir, the child support will correspondingly go up by that same amount. So in the end, once both children are emancipated, if there's still any arrears due, it would be the $100 plus the $576, or $676 total towards the arrears, if it's not paid off sooner. Do you have questions, sir?
Yes, ma'am. So will I continue to pay this after they get out of, or whenever they graduate or reach 18? The 570 something?
If there's still arrears due and owing, you will continue to pay the 570 something towards those arrears until you owe nothing in arrears or current support.
What is rears? I'm sorry.
Arrears. Right now it's the back child support.
Rears is the when you sort of like you throw it back. I think that's what you would count rears as.
And the AG's office can explain all this to you in the back, sir. They'll go over with you in more detail in just a moment.
I'll do it, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The AG's office is going to draft the order and they'll be sending it to you shortly. You DocuSign to review and sign off on. But thank you both for coming in, and he'll help you get back to the rooms. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, now I'm laughing. Hi, Beverly. So now we're gonna watch something else, but I need to deport this one. And I'm listening to a song, so I can't have that happen. Hold on. It's currently in use, it said, and I said, yeah, I know, but I need to abuse it, not just use it. By the way, I love my mini computer so much that the MB got me that I bought myself another one. Beverly's gonna be home October 9th or 10th. Ugh. The good news continues to flow. Anyways, I was just saying, that's great, Beverly. I'm so fucking thankful. Think of you every day. I also, was just saying that the mini computer that MB bought me, I loved it so much. I bought another one, and that's why I have to like go to this computer right now and transfer it, because I spend all day recording on 2 computers now, not just one. And so first of all, thank you again to MB for that, and secondly, thank you to me for that. I'm just sort of kidding. I'm half kidding and I'm half not kidding. I don't even have a H-I-J-K. J comes before K. That's what you need to know. How are they? I just told you, John. They're great. I'm using it to stream right now. I use it to do all my stuff. I love it. It's immensely, but I use TVs. Like, I'm using a 55-inch TV because I'm obsessed with myself. So I really love to look at myself as big as possible. That is no exaggeration. So I'm using, there's 3 monitors that I'm on right now, plus pictures of myself everywhere. How many external devices? I don't know. What do you mean? How many USB plugins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on each, I think. Anyways, that just did it. It's got a very, I didn't do the minimum hard drive. I did a faster than minimum, and it's not been a problem. And I think they're like 280 US. Maybe 300. It was like 330 Canadian. It was such a lifesaver to me last year when MB got it for me, and then this year I saved up and I managed to get one myself. Because I'm a big girl too! But now I just had to plug it back in now that I put the video on it. Oh, French tip stat. They're happening on Friday. I already called and made the appointment like an adult. Anyways, look. Now we're ready to go. I talked us through that, don't you know? 7 hard drives. Yeah, I have another hard drive too. That's what I'm actually moving between the 2. Is the hard drive. Captures. No, it's not captures here. It is the hard drive. Give me 1 second. Sorry. You know, I love that you guys put up with me. I really do. I love it. Thank you. Oh, Dark J, we'll be sending vibes for you. Also, by the way, yesterday was Nana's, or no, not yesterday, 2 days ago, Nana's birthday. She was in Paris. You want to hear what she told me about cruising the River Seine at night? She said, "It's dark, Paisley. It was dark." I'm not sure that there could be a more Nana comment about that, but bless her. For those of you that don't know, my Nana, living in Canada for many years now, went back to visit Scotland this year, and she decided to go to Paris immediately after landing in Europe. She didn't think, oh, I'm going to be here for 6 weeks. Why don't I acclimate
I'm going
myself?
to call for
Judge,
hearing.
you sound like the kind of lady that would do this too. She didn't think, I'll acclimate myself to the time zone and then go to Paris. No. She arrived in Glasgow and then went to Paris immediately. But blessed be Nana, who left me one of her suitcases to take on my trip this weekend.
Castro County cause number B11193-2507, styled in the interest of Noah Xavier Reyes. We're here today on the Attorney General's petition to establish the parent-child relationship. Originally filed on July 25th of 2025 and docketed before the 242nd District Court of Castro County, Texas, being heard today by order of referral by the Associate Judge for Child Support Matters. Is the Attorney General's office ready, Ms. Neal?
The Attorney General's office is ready, Your Honor.
All right, and Dustin Xavier Reyes, are you ready to proceed, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And earlier when you appeared and we first called the case, the court inquired as to whether you would be requesting parentage or DNA testing, and you indicated that you did not want DNA testing. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so you are admitting that you are the biological father of the child, Noah Xavier Reyes, that is before the court today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Chastity Monique Rodriguez, are you ready to proceed today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you also indicated that you would not be requesting parentage or DNA testing, and is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Cellulite Yoga Pants, welcome back. Beverly's got a release date. Oh, are we excited? Bev, you know, even people at my work know about you. And they think about you. Just so you know, we're all rooting for you. Cellulite Yoga Pants, love ya. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always supporting me.
And are you telling the court in your announcement that paternity is not an issue, therefore, and Mr. Reyes is the biological father of the child?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, Ms. Neal, I understand that the parties have had an opportunity to meet together with the Attorney General's office and that agreements have been reached on some of the issues that are before the court, and that we will need a contested hearing on other matters. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and read the agreed portions of this matter into the record?
Yes, Your Honor. The parties have agreed to establish Mr. Reyes as the father of Noah. They have agreed that Noah's last name will remain Reyes. They have agreed to child support of $417 per month beginning October 1st of 2025. Mr. Reyes does carry health and dental insurance for the child and will be ordered to. The parties have agreed to no retroactive child support. The contested matters are going to be on conservatorship and visitation.
Okay. And so I'm sorry, what was the child support amount? $417 a month?
Yes.
Beginning on October 1st, did you say?
Yes.
And is the insurance through Mr. Reyes's employer?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Mr. Reyes and Ms. Rodriguez, if you would please raise your right hands. Do you each swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give in the cause before the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Reyes?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Were you both able to hear Ms. Neal when she read the agreed portions of this matter into the record just now? Mr. Reyes?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure I was supposed to listen to that as well, but I didn't. Thank you, Beverly. And Cellulite Yoga Pants, thank you. It is not my divorce from Mikey that is the issue. No, I'm just joking. Oh, I kid. This is in Texas, the Dallas area. I don't know. Vicky is super missed. I know she watches. I know she still leaves comments. She comments more than most of you watching. I'm sorry. Stop it. I should not be mean, but I love comments. They really, really, really inflate my self-ego, so I appreciate them, and they're free. Thank you so much. Also, hi, Brooklyn. I think this is... All I can say is that it's Texas MB. That's all I got for you.
All right. Did that sound like it was accurate as far as what you each believe you have agreed to here today, Mr. Reyes?
Yes, but I also have a question. Like the amount of it, like, is it possible to lower it a little bit, or is that like a firm amount?
I don't know, sir. It's been announced as an agreement. Do you not agree to that amount?
Uh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, yeah.
You do agree? Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And so otherwise, in including that, it sound, what Ms. Neal announced was accurate as far as your agreement goes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. Can you repeat your answer? I did not hear you.
Yes.
Okay. And I can't remember if I already asked you, but did that sound accurate, Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you each asking me to approve these agreements because they would be in the best interest of the child? Mr. Reyes?
Yes.
Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, I will approve the agreements on establishment of paternity, no name change, no retro, the child support amount, and the provisions for medical and dental insurance. And so that will leave conservatorship and visitation or possession and access still that need to be decided. So Ms. Neal, if you would, please.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to call Ms. Rodriguez as my first witness.
All right, Ms. Rodriguez, you've already been sworn in previously. You are still under oath, and Ms. Neal is calling you as a witness, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Neal?
Ma'am, can you state your full name for the record?
Chastity Monique Rodriguez.
And who is the child involved in this case?
Noah Xavier Reyes.
What is his age?
He's 1.
Okay. And did you and Mr. Reyes previously live together, but then you separated?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been separated?
Going on, I believe, 7 months.
Okay. And since the two of you separated, has Mr. Reyes had any visitation with the child?
He has seen him one time, I believe, for about 20 minutes.
Okay. And were you present during that visit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you requesting that you be the sole managing conservator of Noah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have concerns if Mr. Reyes were to be a joint managing conservator?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And are you asking that a step-up visitation be put in place for your son Noah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you requesting from the court that you supervise that first set of visits?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And can you explain to us why you're requesting that you supervise the first parts of those visits?
Yes, ma'am. I believe I should be able to supervise the visits because Noah doesn't really know Dustin right now. He hasn't been around him, and I feel like me supervising will just help so Noah could get to know him, and then after Noah gets to know him, then he could have his unsupervised visits. I would just like to be there so Noah gets to know him.
Okay.
Through the first visit.
And is there anybody else you'd feel comfortable supervising the visits, or do you feel like you should be the one to supervise?
I feel like I should be the one to supervise the first couple visits.
Okay. And do you know where Mr. Reyes currently resides?
Yes, he lives in Lubbock.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what is the distance between your residence and his, approximately?
About an hour and 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes.
Okay. 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 And so your main concern is just that you supervise the first part of the visits, and then you would be okay with stepping up the visitation to a longer visitation period and that they be unsupervised after that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
First of all, turn on for Paisley is learning new vocabulary. So Brooklyn, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What a compliment. Thank you. A double compliment. I got to learn a new word. Back to my roots. I love it. And true. Oh, Brooklyn, thank you for being here.
Is there anything else you'd like the court to know that I haven't asked you relating to the possession and access of the child?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And ma'am, are you typically the one who takes Noah to his doctor's appointments and daycare and things like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And has Mr. Reyes ever had any done any of those things?
Yes, when I lived with him, yes, when Noah was first born, the first 6 months, he would go to the doctor's appointment.
Okay. But since then, he hasn't taken him to a doctor?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Your Honor, I don't have any further questions of this witness.
All right. Mr. Reyes, if you had an attorney representing you today, now would be the time for your attorney to ask Ms. Rodriguez questions on cross-examination, if there are any. Since you don't have an attorney, you may ask her those questions. This is different from you testifying. You'll get a chance to testify here in just a moment and tell me what you want to tell me. But right now is the time to ask her questions about her testimony, if you have any. Do you have any questions, sir?
Just the fact that I haven't took him to the doctor for the fact that he hasn't been around me. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, that's testimony, and
not
you
then.
can testify in just a moment. But right now, I'm asking you if you have any questions for her.
No.
Space Panda, thank you for being here. You know what? You're late, but you're not that late. I meander. You know, some people mosey. I would say I mosey, and I meander my way through our evenings together. I just finished pouring the last of my energy drink. It's empty. And I know that you're busy with Creed's upcoming 2K subscriber celebration. Anyways, thank you for being here. So lovely to see you. We've got this last case going on. These people, I thought they were agreed to things, and now all of a sudden, I don't think they are. Story of my fucking life. You think something is the way it is, and then all of a sudden, it's not.
No question. Okay. Ms. Rodriguez, do you have anything you want to add to or explain about your testimony, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Ms. Neal, call your next witness.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to call Mr. Reyes.
Mr. Reyes, Ms. Neal has called you as a witness. You are still under oath, sir. Ms. Neal, you may proceed.
Sir, can you state your full name for the record?
Dustin Xavier Reyes.
Okay. And are you asking that you and Ms. Rodriguez be joint managing conservators of your son, Noah?
Yes.
Okay. And that she would be the one to determine his residence since he does reside with her. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then moving on to possession and access of the child, are you okay with having sort of a step-up visitation schedule to get to know the child before you have a overnight visits or a standard visitation schedule? Yeah. Okay. But you're not comfortable with Ms. Rodriguez being the one to supervise the visits at the beginning, is that correct?
No. Or that's correct, yes.
Okay. Is there somebody else that you feel comfortable supervising the visits?
Either my mom or my aunt.
Okay. And did they reside close to Ms. Rodriguez or?
Yeah, my aunt lives like probably like 15, 20 minutes away from her.
Okay. And can you
my
kind
mom lives here.
So to give context, in America, 15 to 20 minutes away is a close unit of distance. Where I live, certain people, aka my mother, I remember when I was younger, I got a job that was like 15 minutes away from the house. And they were incredulous that I would take the job that was 15 minutes away. 15 minutes times 2 is 30 minutes. That is so much of your day. So you can imagine that's the type of like environment I grew up in. Most people walk to work. A lot of people walk to work. Not most, but a lot. Including me now. Fair enough. Fair play.
Or sorry,
No, go ahead.
my mom lives in Lubbock, but she'll be willing to drive over there to do visits.
Okay. And is there a place that, a house or some location that you could do the visits, if
Yes,
your mom came with you? Okay. And
Yes,
what would
ma'am.
that look like? Where would,
It would be my aunt's house. It's in Coronado Acres.
okay. And that's the aunt that lives about 15 to 20 minutes from Miss Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there a reason that you're not comfortable with Miss Rodriguez?
There ain't no shame in that. Working is working, and we support that. Also, walking to... Wait, did that just disappear? Whatever. Maybe you didn't want it to be seen. Streamlabs doesn't allow that. They don't allow retractions. We haven't really talked about that before, but regardless, jobs are jobs. People work hard, and we support that, even if it sucks sometimes. But I would say for legal reasons, I definitely don't listen to YouTube at work. I definitely don't.
Supervising that first set of the visits?
Well, I just don't want to be arguing or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really don't want to be like when I did go over there, like I'd be outside of a house visiting my son, and I found that pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like we really couldn't do nothing inside of a car. Like I couldn't really spend time.
Okay. Have you reached out to Miss Rodriguez since the two of you separated to request visitation?
Or yeah, that's the time I went to go see him.
Okay. And that's when you had the visit with him?
Yes.
Okay. And
But
so you just
honestly, or that what?
and so you had the visit, it was just in the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there any is there anything else you'd like the court to know that I haven't asked you about the visitation?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And what is your mom's name?
My mom's name is Eva Crawford.
Okay. And your aunt, what is her name?
Sally Castillo.
Okay. And sir, do you work on the weekends?
I actually do. The only days off I have are Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Okay. So you'd be able to do visitation on Saturdays. Is that every Saturday?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm off every Saturday.
Okay. Okay. Your Honor, I don't have any further questions of this witness.
All right, Ms. Rodriguez, just as Mr. Reyes was able to ask you questions about your testimony, you may ask him questions about his testimony. Do you have any questions for Mr. Reyes?
No, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Reyes, do you have anything you want to add to or explain about your testimony?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so just so that I understand the situation a little better, do you live in Castro County, Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you have family there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is the child familiar with this Mr. Reyes's aunt that lives there in Castro County?
No, ma'am. He's not familiar with any side of his dad's family.
Okay. Is there anyone in your family that the child is familiar and comfortable with that could supervise the first few visits with Mr. Reyes?
Um, maybe my aunt.
Okay. it- does your aunt work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, would she be willing to supervise some visits with Mr. Reyes, either at his aunt's house or at a public place?
Um, yes, ma'am. Most likely.
Okay. What about your mom or anyone like that?
My mom, she probably wouldn't. She doesn't get along with Mr. Reyes very well.
Okay. Anybody else, a friend or anyone that the child is familiar with?
Not really.
Okay. Well, the problem is he doesn't want you to supervise because he's afraid that the two of you would get into a conflict, which I guess is understandable. So, do you get along with his aunt?
Yes, ma'am. I have no problem with the aunt.
Okay. But it's just that she doesn't know the child, so that doesn't put her in any better position than Mr. Reyes is in with the child. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. That's
All
just
right.
that's the only concern I have is him getting to know his father first before getting to let him just go with him.
Right. So if your aunt, I mean, I don't know, I hate to order it if you don't know if she'll do it. Can you offer any assurances that she would be willing to do this?
No, not really. No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if there's no one else that you can think of, and it's not going to be good for you to be there, then I don't know how else to order it other than your aunt would be entitled to be there if she can. If not, I don't know that we can order supervised visits because there's no one to supervise. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. There's no way that even if his aunt was to supervise, his aunt could be there as well, but I couldn't be there as well for the first couple visits. For us both to be there.
I mean,
there's no.
I guess if you think that, I mean, I don't know, Mr. Reyes, I mean, you just don't think you can get along with her to visit with your child?
Honestly, no. Like I feel like it would get in the way of me trying to bond with him. You know what I'm saying? Because if she's there, he's just gonna want to like be around her for the fact that he does know her. You know what I'm saying? Like that won't give me the opportunity to bond with him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that she could be around and you could still get to know him. This is not a long-term thing. This is just until he's comfortable with you. Do you understand? Just because he hasn't seen you in so long. I think if you believe your aunt would be willing to do this at her house, I think that's a good solution. And surely the two of you could get along for a couple of visits in front of your aunt, don't you think?
Oh, I believe so, but what if something does happen? Like, I don't want nothing happening in front of my son.
I mean, has there been
Like,
family violence between the two of you in the past?
Like an argument or something.
Well,
like, I'm sure
it takes a couple of people to argue, so I don't know. You guys are going to have to put your personal feelings aside and in the best interest of your son.
There has been family violence in the past, but I have put that behind, and I was willing to still let him come around and have no problem or have no issue with him being around his son.
Okay. All right. And are you able to communicate with him, Ms. Rodriguez, to make decisions
yes, ma'am.
for the
I have
child?
no problem communicating.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I have no problem
All right.
communicating
Do
with
you
him.
guys have each other's contact information?
Yes, he has my number. He has not contacted me in several months, but he's always had my number. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, the law presumes that, here's gonna be my ruling, the law presumes that it's appropriate for parents to be named joint managing conservators. That doesn't mean you share time equally, it just means you both have a right to kind of participate in making decisions for the child. I haven't heard anything today that would cause me to not go with that, since that's what the law says I'm supposed to do, unless there's evidence that that would be problematic. So I'm gonna order joint managing conservatorship. I'll name Miss Rodriguez as the conservator with the exclusive right to determine the primary residence of the child. She may do so without regard to geographic location. Mr. Reyes will be a joint managing conservator with the right to visit with the child. I am going to do some supervised visits at the beginning and some daytime visits before we move to overnight. Mr. Reyes, you're going to have to drive to Dimmitt to visit with the child. I will order that there be 3 supervised visits, and you'll be entitled to 2 visits per month on the first and third Saturdays of the month. You must give Ms. Rodriguez at least 72 hours notice of your intent to visit with the child. The visits will take place at the home of your aunt, and I'm sorry, what was her name again?
Sally Castillo.
Sally Castillo, and she lives in Dimmitt, is that correct?
Yes, on the outside of Dimmitt. It's like Coronado Acres. It's considered Dimmitt. Yes.
Sending good vibes, B. Oh my god. Okay, well, let me just snap myself out of my bad. Don't worry about your typos, by the way. We'll figure it out. But I'll just snap myself out of my little funk here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Ms. Rodriguez, you have transportation in order to get the child to that location?
Yes, ma'am.
And you know where that is?
I will need the address again.
Yeah, we'll need the address, Mr. Reyes.
It's 191 Bugsby Road.
Give me one second. I will
Bugsby?
need to write that down.
Nobody write that down!
191 Busby
No!
Road?
Judge!
Can you spell that?
No!
BUS.
Stop! But
At the home of Miss Castillo. Once
God damn it, Judge.
3 I'm sorry, there'll be Saturdays from 1 to 3. Once 3 of those visits have been completed with not more than 30 days in between any visit, if more than 30 days pass, you have to start over, Mr. Reyes. So need to have 3 visits with not more than a 30-day break between the visits. Once 3 of those has been done, you can visit with the child on the first and third Saturdays of every month in Dimmitt. You can take the child wherever you want, as long as you have a car seat, but you'll exchange at Miss Castillo's house.
Okay.
And we'll do 5 visits like that. Once you've done 5 of those visits, and for all the visits, you must give 72 hours notice. Once you've done 5 visits like that, you can have all day Saturday visits from 9 to 6. We'll do 5 of those. Same situation, exchange at Miss Castillo's house, 72 hours notice. 9 to 6 on the first and third Saturdays. Then once you have done that, the child should be sufficiently familiar with you, and you may have the child in accordance with the standard possession order, which will give you the right, since you live more than 100 miles from the child, to 1 weekend per month, beginning Friday at 6, ending Sunday at 6. You'll be responsible for transportation, since you are the one that does not live where the child lives. So that will be until, further order of the court. You always must give 72 hours notice. I will order the two of you to communicate with each other using the co-parenting application called AppClose, AppClose. The communication application makes a record of communications so that is admissible in court. In case there are any problems, it will prevent anyone from being hostile or aggressive with the other party. So it works very well in my experience for communications. Again, it makes a record, so it will encourage you not to be harsh or unreasonable with the other party. If that's how you will give your 72 hours notice, I'll order you both to sign up for it. That way, if somebody doesn't want somebody to have their phone number, that will be okay. Now, Ms. Neal, was there any need for a non-disclosure in this case?
No, Your Honor, I believe Ms. Rodriguez waived her request for non-disclosure, but if you don't mind, I could ask her a couple of questions about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, do you have any concerns if Mr. Reyes has your address or contact information?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and do you have any concerns about any third parties having your address or contact information?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, there'll be no need for non-disclosure. I will again approve the agreements, and then the visitation and conservatorship will be as I just announced. I will, as is required by law, tax court cost against Mr. Reyes is billed by the Castro County District Clerk's Office to be paid within 1 year of today's date. I find that there's no need for non-disclosure in this case. I think that covers everything. Ms. Neal, have I left anything out?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right, every party to a hearing before the associate judge is entitled to a new or de novo hearing in front of the referring court. The new or de novo hearing must be requested in writing. The request must be filed within 3 days of the notice of the substance of my ruling and served on the other parties to this action. It must specify what issue or issues will be heard by the referring court. The referring court will set a hearing within 30 days of the request for the de novo, but the requesting party must obtain a setting from the court. If one party asks for a de novo, any other party may ask for one within 3 days of the initial request. Nobody asks for a de novo, my order becomes an order of the referring court by operation of law without need for further ratification 3 days from today's date. Ms. Rodriguez, I'm sorry, I did not get the name of your aunt that's going to supervise these visits, the first 3 visits. Can you give us her name?
Gloria. Or no, Deanna Birdwell.
Deanna Birdwell. So, Ms. Neal, the order should be worded that if Ms. Birdwell is available, she will supervise the visits. If she is not, they will be unsupervised at the home of Ms. Reyes's aunt, Ms. Castillo. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here. Good luck to both of you. Ms. Neal will prepare a written order. That'll be forwarded through the e-file system to me for my signature. Once I sign it, the Attorney General's office will forward a copy to each of you. Okay?
Okay, Judge, you had blue nails, sort of mimicking some other opinions in the chat. Brooklyn, probably a good idea. Start 15 minutes, increase little by little. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight, for hanging out with me despite my shite mood. That's what it could only be called. But we powered through, we persevered, and guess what? We're on the other side. We did 1 hour and 14 minutes. By the time I'm done spewing my mouth, it'll be 1 hour and 15 minutes. Imagine that, all by myself. One day, I'll have a partner, baby. I sort of have hope for them too, MB. Not that much hope, but a little. John, thank you. You all did. I appreciate your guys' compliments, your time, your attention, your affection. All of it literally means the world to me. Seriously. That's not a lie. That's the truth. Setting a good example for Creedence. Yeah, right. I've just done double what Creed does by himself. To way fewer people. But we forgive Creed because Mikey pampers him like the princess that he is. Anyways, do me a favor. Leave a comment. Seriously, do me that favor. But in the meantime, remember that I love you and I'm proud of you. And I will see you in the next video. Creed and Mikey started somewhere too. I know. That's right. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.
Ways down and ready